6 years, maybe.
Okay. Can I tell by looking at him, like, how well these wounds have been tended to?
Roll alchemy with your doctor bonus stunt thing.
Aha. So that's a plus. Goddamn. Oh, that's not my dice. Used to be in red. Okay. +5.
Alright. You can tell that these haven't been tended to whatsoever, but they seem to be doing rather well in terms of healing.
Huh. Okay, give me a minute, and I guess I'll go off to find some sort of stim pack or,
What is this, Fallout?
Shut up,
Just
it's
find
first
stim packs lying around.
Stim packs are real.
You're so... Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, I go to find some sort of painkiller.
Alright.
Some sort of injectable or pill.
Is it like a strong... Do you want... what kind of painkiller are you looking for? Like the average or just like the actual strong, like military grade?
I'm going to start off with like a medium dose.
Okay. So this is just like a rather large pill.
It's a horse pill.
No, but by rather large pill, I mean it's like... It's like a rather large capsule. It's not like your average small, tiny allergy pill or something like that. It's pretty large.
Okay. I bring over a bottle and pop off the top and pop one in his hand. There you go. That should help.
Thank you kindly, Doc.
Right.
I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Kirk. You can just call me Kirk.
Sullivan. I put my hand out for a handshake.
I meekly shake his hand.
It
Thank you
hurts.
for... I don't mean to, but it's just like I have a very tight grip.
So it hurts. You're just like, ow.
Ow, 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 ow.
Thank you for your time, Doc. I'll leave you alone now.
Of course. Come back if you need anything else.
Will do. And then I walk back to the dorms to take off my mask and take the pill.
Alright, as soon as he's gone, I'm just like writing stuff down. Just
Yes.
taking notes.
You take notes on the situation if you ever need to recall. Actually, roll alchemy with the doctor bonus to create an advantage.
Oh, Jesus. Well, you know what, still, that's just +2.
Alright.
Wait, what'd you
You
roll?
took notes. That's all I'll say.
Alright. Okay.
Alright, is there anything else people want to do before the ship leaves in 1 week's time?
I would like to... At some point, I'd like to find a captain and ask about the crew's medical history. Do they have shots? Has there been any sort of infectious disease? If you haven't caught on yet, Kirk's a freaking germaphobe, but is there any sort of infectious diseases that have been on here? Is everybody clean on the up and up? No
You got the heavy?
news? Exactly.
Judging by the smell of the ship, you can tell that most of the crew is smokers.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
But do you go to the captain?
Space cancer.
It's even worse than normal cancer.
Do you go to
Space
the
AIDS.
captain, though?
Yeah.
Are you all ready for space cancer?
So you head to the bridge, and you see the captain and Nicole finishing up their conversation. And the captain turns around. So, Dr. Lorian, what might you need?
Yes, what is the crew's medical history like? Is everybody up to date on shots and whatnot?
She just like visibly just cracks up laughing and just won't stop for a solid minute.
I believe her
That's a
answer
no.
to this situation is very resounding. And I'm sure any proper doctor could have assumed that from at the crew.
What is that noise?
Pumpkin carving.
Oh,
Kate carving
okay,
a
I've been-
pumpkin.
I've been carving this pumpkin since 2:30, and I'm
How about
not
you mute yourself while you're doing that so we don't have to hear it? And then whenever
the,
you
the
talk,
thing
you
that
can
the rest
unmute.
of us have told her to do, but she doesn't.
Oh.
No, you didn't ask that, Chris.
Or at least you
When I
push
was
the talk.
sleeping.
I'll server mute you if you don't mute yourself in the
I'm
next
on
30 seconds.
mobile.
Yeah, you can just mute yourself and then whenever you need to talk, you
Mute
unmute.
myself.
Okay,
Thank you.
Anyway,
Anyway, now back
she
to my
catches
Snyder
her breath.
Market Piney.
She catches her breath. Oh, sorry. I'm assuming now that you've said it in such a serious way, it's not a joke. Well, I personally don't know their medical history, but I can take a wild guess and say they haven't seen a real doctor in most of their lives.
Okay. Before we leave, I'd like to set up some sort of appointment, if you will, with everybody. Just
You seem
the
to
basics.
misunderstand the numbers of people on this ship. Just from
I
looking at
understand the
manifest,
numbers fully.
You won't get through everyone in a week's time.
I know
It would
this,
be-
but at least get
They're
at least get the people in the kitchen so they're not sick.
Well, I'd catch up in the. I'll send the 3 cooks to you.
Okay. Also, you said there was one other person that knew some medical knowledge.
Yes, actually, that is one of the cooks.
Oh, all right. Well, then I guess I'll meet him then.
The cooks on this ship seem to be some of the most notable.
Yes, they're all very good cooks in both food. Their food is good.
That's not reassuring at all.
They have some questionable methods, but their food is good. I will send them to your lab immediately. And she just reaches over and presses a button on her chair.
Wait, how many people are on this ship? It's not just us?
It's about 150.
Oh, I thought it was just a small ship.
It's a pretty small ship, but a ship still needs a crew. And if you look, that little line there is 10 meters for scale.
That's fucking big.
Which line? That 10 centimeter line is 10 meters? Oh,
Yep.
Holy fuck.
It's a pretty big ship in terms. It's bigger than the Nimbus, that's for sure.
Yeah, no shit, sure.
I thought this thing was originally like a passenger ship.
It was. Passenger ships are pretty big. They need to transport a lot of people. This is like, yeah.
Oh, I see.
It seems that a lot of the rooms are completely redone, though. Like,
wait, does me and Kate have our own room?
The crew dorms and
Yeah.
used to just be where the passengers would stay, and it's pretty unchanged. And same with the mess hall and boarding area and all that.
We share a room.
Oh,
You and I. We
But,
don't
like,
share a room.
The med lab and the science lab seem to be another area of crew dorms that have been just basically separated by a wall and completely gutted and replaced with stuff. You can still see signs of where there used to be basically walls and separations, and
oh, okay.
and then the engine room hasn't changed, cargo bay hasn't changed. Everything else hasn't really changed, but mainly like that's what's changed about the ship from when it became a exploration ship.
Ah, okay.
Where was I? Oh yeah, calling the cooks.
I head back to the med lab.
And you hear over the comms, Marco, Luca, Mario, get down to the med lab.
Mario, yeah, alright.
Creative.
I literally just googled Italian names. And you see, like, three rather... They're not obese, but they're chubby.
Rotund.
Yes, three rather rotund men. They seem to be actually quite identical in looks.
Oh my god.
Rigatoni, pepperoni, artichoke.
Yes.
Hi, are you the cooks?
Yes, we are the Sophia brothers.
I remain
What did you need us for?
Well, since I'm the new doctor here, and, I've since learned also one of you is familiar slightly in doctoring.
Yes, that is Luca. I know.
Which one of you is...
And he just points to the brother on the left.
Alright, Luca.
Yes.
Well, how much do you know?
I know how to reattach limb. And basic first aid. I was once a ER doctor. Although not the nicest of emergency rooms. Not very official.
Well, I mean, reattaching a limb is no simple matter, I suppose.
I cannot guarantee limb will function.
Okay, that's slightly different. Anywho, all of you being the chefs, I've gathered you all here because I just wanted to do a quick medical exam, make sure none of you are carrying any sort of disease or something.
Well, I do not see problem with that.
Alright.
They all sort of take one by one turns. Could you roll
Yep.
alchemy, doctor?
On each of them?
Yes. 3 times.
Alright. The first one, that's a 5. Wait, with or without my bonus?
With your bonus.
Alrighty.
4.
That's 4. Another 4.
Alright. Well, you've come to the realization, in terms of health, they're all pretty fine, except for they seem to all have cholesterol problems.
I don't bring that up.
Yes, they have cholesterol problems and seem to be rather weak when it comes to physical prowess. But other than that,
Italians, I wouldn't have it any other way.
other than that, they seem to be just fine.
Alright, well, I'm honestly surprised that none of you, you're all actually very, very healthy.
Ah, well, I wouldn't expect it any other way. We eat the
Right.
healthiest and best of foods.
Right, of course, Well then, I suppose that is all, if you all want to be on your way.
Okay. They all just sort of like wave back in unison. If you ever wish to eat, come down to the mess hall. I'll give you a special treat.
Of course, anytime. Goodbye.
Goodbye. They all sort of walk off.
Jesus Christ, what have I got myself into? Alright, transition to someone else. I've taken the
Alright.
spotlight long enough.
Anyone else want to do something before the week is up?
What's it to do for an engineer on this shithole of a ship?
Well, possibly introduce yourself to the rest of the crew. Engineering crew.
I live there, so I assumed I would have gotten to know some of them by now.
Yeah,
Well,
they
the
all seem
50
to be...
people that you
Actually,
needed-
a large majority of them seem to be orcs like you. And most of them just greeted you with this just like, hey! Just like grabbed your hand and gave you a big bro hug.
And I'm like, hey!
Orcs
Immediately
is
accepted
best.
into the gang.
It's literally a fucking like gang back there. Like, you're gonna walk.
It's a gang of 40k orcs.
Orcs is best.
Yeah.
We're gonna be at like a meeting, and Griff's gonna have like two of them at his side at all times, laid back in a chair. Like a ringleader now.
Don't mind me, knobs.
Don't mind me, knobs.
We got stompings to do.
Orcs.
And they all just basically introduce you. And this is our beauty. And they just slap their hand on the engine and a part falls off. Oops.
Oh,
Johnny,
fuck.
you fixed that. And then just, like, another orc just walks up and just slams the part back on, flips down his goggles and welds it back on.
That's what I call craftsmanship.
Yeah. So, you are a new boss around here. Unfortunate what happened to the last one.
Is that what that stain I saw was?
Oh, yes, he had to retire after that.
Ah, wonderful.
I say retire, but his brain just didn't work like it did before.
Did you
I know a couple
that-
people had to retire that way.
Did you know that a person can actually function without their frontal lobe?
Yes.
Wait, Pine, are you in the room with them? Or like, was that like a
No,
tidbit,
no,
like a little
no,
fact,
that
like
was-
fun fact for you about the brain?
No.
Well, you seem to fit right in.
Oh, I took the corner over there. I hope nobody else was staying there.
No. Other than that's where our boss used to sleep. It works perfectly.
Ominous.
Foreshadowing.
Grim's gonna die.
So what's your history with the engine?
I've been
Based
working on...
God engine.
Praise the machine god.
What is this, Metropolis?
You're all actually tech priests.
Sweats and binary.
Please, Whittle, no Metropolis. I'm done. I don't need film studies in this good D&D household. Get
I
out.
like Metropolis. I watched the
Yeah.
uncut
No, it was-
version.
It's a
It
good
was a
film.
really good movie. It's just I can't deal with more film studies. Sorry. I can't. It was a good movie, okay? It was just I can't have Gary's class today.
You don't Gary in your head going, so buttons. You don't want that in your head right
So
now.
buttons.
What's a metaphor for a cow?
Anyway,
Anyway,
so what's your history with the engine?
I've been working on them since I was a boy.
Ah,
How
you
I
had
made my
good
living.
parents.
I actually had no parents.
Oh, that works too.
None of us had parents.
No one's
Like
exactly
one of the
sure
family.
whose mum was whose.
I knew some people who had that problem. We just called everybody cousin.
Yes, that works best. So, cousin Nix,
Oh my god.
I'm looking forward to working with you.
You too.
We all
I
are.
reached my arm out. Orc hug.
They all just basically body slam into each other.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, everyone
Can I-
else in the ship is just hearing boom, 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 in the engine room.
Like one part, like the ship just lurches to one side
Hey.
from all the orcs jumping.
We're gonna
Can
fucking
I-
throw an orc rager in this damn engine room.
Can I grab my hammer and run to the engine room to see what's going on?
Yeah. So you run out holding your hammer and you bust through the door. Like it swings open and clangs against the wall, and you just see like this classic football tackle style dog pile.
Just an orgy of orcs.
Essentially.
And then I just see that and see myself out.
just take
You don't even
slow-
step in.
No,
I'm
you just
actually
like grab the door handle and then slowly step out and sort of latch the door behind you,
Yep.
and then just go back into your rooms. I'm
and
guessing.
I'm just sitting in the bridge. Just Quinn. I presume the engineers are
That's normal.
Neanderthals, to
That-
say least.
Neanderthals? No.
Can I
They are
talk to the
very
captain as
skilled
well?
in the art of the craft. But
Neanderthals can be very skilled in their own.
Chimps are skilled at throwing shit, but you don't hear me bragging about it.
Oh, shit.
Grim, thank you.
Quote that, Jesus Christ.
Alright, I want to talk to the captain, if
All right.
possible.
so you head up to the bridge.
Yes.
Why is he so small?
Good
His
question.
fucking figure compared to the rest of us.
That's a little better.
Guess it's accurate.
It's just because his picture makes him look small.
Captain.
Yes, the muscle. I don't exactly think I got your name.
Sullivan Crane. And then I hold my hand out for a handshake.
Yes, Mr. Crane. And she reaches out and grips your hand with an almost equal tightness.
Where
So,
are we heading?
what brings you to the bridge?
I was wondering where we're going.
Well, that's for us to find out. We're heading off into the unknown. There's very few, I say very few, but there's little to none star maps of where we're going. Part of our job is to be mapping the stars.
Essentially, we're going off the grid for a very long time and making it on the grid.
Wonderful. And are there other guards or muscles I need to meet?
Well, a lot of the engineers double as what we call muscle on the ship.
I
So,
see.
if you wish to get in contact with them, they tend to do a lot of the heavy lifting, and if need be, a little bit of fighting.
Right. Thank you kindly,
Okay,
Captain.
I thought you said a little bit of fucking, and I was a little concerned.
Well, that too, but
It's
Actually,
space. It gets cold.
actual.
Orcs is best.
Just to give you an idea of what kind of ship this is, two of the stunts the ship has is gang beatdown and gang slap together.
By the way, I found two images of the med bay. I think what it would look like. But continue.
And, what's your name then?
Yes, like I introduced my name before, I'm Captain Quinn. Feel free to just call me Captain, or Quinn, if you so desire.
And you. I turn to Nicole.
I just let a sly smile out and just. They most call me Nicole, and last names are family.
A pleasure to meet you, Nicole. I put my hand out for a handshake.
I just faintly reach out my hand. Just be delicate. It's not quite flesh.
Right.
As
And
you
what do
shake,
you do
there's a
on
little
it?
bit of creaking, but it's fine.
It's fine.
And what do you do on here, Nicole?
I'll be dealing with most of our cargo and how dangerous a lot of it is we're going to be.
You're cutting out a whole bunch.
You're cutting out a lot.
Fuck!
Boop boop doop boop. Getting an icy.
I will be dealing with the majority of our cargo from a leader standpoint, where there will be cargo technicians, I'm assuming, down there doing their own work. And most of my other spare time, and my main efforts will be here, keeping an eye out for where we will be going, or what we will be doing, as my previous education put me in the direction of a history doctorate with some geography as well.
Well, you sound like a very intelligent person.
That's how my parents tried to raise me.
And also, love the hair.
Thank you.
I used to have hair like that when I was a child.
I believe it would look good on you. I feel it would come with the mask.
Well, I don't have hair anymore.
Burn incident?
You don't know that.
I'm guessing.
Something like that.
Maybe we will learn about it in the future.
If you really want to know.
You see the captain just nervously tapping her fingers on the chair.
Is everyone actually scared of me?
Yeah, you're carrying a fucking cinder block on a stick.
No, I'm not carrying that with me. That's in my room.
You're still 6'7".
I guess I have
a
a
raincoat
giant.
and a gas mask.
And that sound terrifying. Well, my character's very subconscious about that.
The giant is self-conscious. Okay.
What is your character self-conscious about?
Not being scared of people being scared of him.
Oh.
Well then, I guess I'll, talk to you both later. I want to go talk to the rest of the muscle.
Yes, I think you'll fit it right in.
Hopefully there won't be too much of any disagreements going on.
Like I said before, if they have a disagreement, they can solve it themselves. I've trusted my crew to do so for a long time.
Well, see you later then. I then start walking to the muscle.
Does he have to duck under doorways?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, so you head to the engine room in the back. The door you saw the dog pile in before.
Yeah.
You open it yet again.
Going on.
Yeah,
Is it
it
still
seems
going
that
on?
the dog pile is still happening. Like they've gotten up and moved to. They've all gotten up, but then somebody started it again, so they're all in a different area of the room now.
So how many are they? How many?
I have
are
a joke for this.
There's like 50 of them.
Well, there's 50 in
50.
total on the ship, but in this room right now,
Okay,
I'd say
great.
around
Oh my
25.
god.
There's 5.
Around 25
25. Okay.
in this room.
I'm assuming there's some orcs that are taller than me, right?
Sorry, the orcs song. Sorry. Actually, most of the orcs are either even with you or a little bit shorter than you.
All right. So I just kind of want to knock on the door frame.
There's just a whole bunch of yelling. And, and a lot of punches, but they don't seem to. They're hurting each other, but they seem okay with it.
Wait, what did he say? Hang on.
What?
What did you do to cause this? Why are they hitting each other now?
What? They're
I
hitting.
think they're like
they're
play
hitting.
fighting.
Yeah, like a dog.
Play fighting for orcs means actual fighting.
It means killing each other.
No, they're not
Yeah.
killing each other. They're just punching each other, but they're not. They seem okay with it. They
Well, I'm
seem to
just
just
gonna-
be okay
No.
with just hitting each other and then hitting. If somebody hits them, they think, well, he hit me. I'm allowed to hit back. So then they hit back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just gonna walk over and try to introduce myself.
Sorry. Choking on my icy.
It's cool.
Hey, big fella! As I punch him in the shoulder. And it's like punching a wall. I just reel my hand back. Oh, fuck! What are you made out of? Bricks?
Skin.
Mm-hmm.
I put my hand out. My name's Sullivan. I'll be helping you out around here.
Oh, nice to meet you. I saw you when we first got on board. Nix. That's all there is. Nice to meet you.
And you
So
just
you're
sort of
that
shake
engineer.
hands, and it sort of becomes a contest of who can squeeze harder.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
That gif where they just lock hands.
Strength and honor.
And the rest of the orcs and engineering group, they're either orcs or half orcs, and they sort of all spin around and they're like, "So, boss, who's this?"
This is Sullivan. He's basically one of the beaters around the ship.
A beater. Well, then he'll have to beat our current.
Ooh, who's the current?
And this is like another 6'7" guy. This is an orc. He just walks up and cracks his neck, cracks his knuckles. He is ginormous. Like,
Ooh.
he's wide. He's just as tall as Sullivan, but definitely wider. And just
Looks
ball
like you got
muscle.
a challenger.
He's got like an 8-pack.
Do I have to fight him?
At least unconscious. Don't try to kill him.
Alright then. If it
You
must
should
be
be
done.
saying that to me.
What's your name, friend?
I just step back and smile.
It's like I love my job.
My
Alright, boys,
Name's
bet.
Bar.
my Darwin senses are tinkling.
The name's Bar.
Bar.
I got 250 credits on Sullivan.
My name's Sullivan Crane. It's nice to meet you.
And then what? Like this smaller half orc that's only about like 5'6" is walking around. And he's just collecting bets. He's like, oh, so you've got 250 on Sullivan, okay. He's just got this little notebook with like scrawled, really really bad handwriting. And you're noticing like the tally marks he's doing is like occasionally one of the tally marks just won't be in one. So it'll be like, you know how there's like 4 tallies and then a slash? A couple of them are 3 tallies and then a slash.
We used to do this back at home.
He's like, remember, no dirty tricks.
Of course.
Fair fight.
Alright then.
Hmm?
Let's start.
Boss, count off.
Alright, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's get on!
Alright. Let's have you guys roll initiative. Since this is technical
Okay.
combat.
I say they just roll fight or something.
Alright, yeah. Let's just have a contested fight roll to make it faster.
Is Nathaniel even in the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't. Hang on a second.
Can I just let him? Can I just let him hit me first?
Okay. Alright, so he hits you, and roll physique.
Okay.
With, if I remember right, your stunt also helps. Or you
Holy
removed-
shit, he is.
Did you remove that? Oh wait, no, I forgot about your. Oh Jesus, I forgot about your stunt.
What?
All right, what'd you roll for physique?
I got so. I think 3.
All right. He just punches you like a full jab straight for the chest, and it just hits against you, and you just see his like knuckles crack again when he hits your chest.
Alright, I wanna use.
Hang on, what happened?
He just does a straight punch for his chest, and it just hits against Sullivan's chest, and just you can hear his knuckles like pop.
Alright, I want to use Wasteland Law.
Yup.
And devour his soul.
Okay.
What is Wasteland Law?
Alright, I want to use a fate point on the reroll.
If somebody hits him, he gets a +2 bonus to fight against them.
Oh my god.
Rip his fucking
Okay, so
jaw
give your fate
off.
point. Yeah, I'll take your fate point as reroll.
Okay.
Oh no. That guy's fucking dead.
Oh God.
That guy's dead.
I didn't get anything.
So that's a
I got
+5, right?
Yeah.
All right, he's rolling physique. Okay. So the damage you do is your fight modifier, so that would be 3. Let's just say
Yeah.
that.
I don't know what the fight modifier is.
All right. Well, anyway, you just sock him straight in the face, and he just stands there for a second. His nose just dripping blood out, and then he just slumps to the floor.
Holy shit.
And we all go dead silent for about 3 seconds. They go, "Oh, fuck yeah!"
Yeah, they're all just cheering, and then the little orc just starts divvying out money.
Oh yeah, I forgot they bet.
Yeah, Grim made $250.
Yay!
Grim's up $100 on the rest of us.
Yeah, there you go. And he's just divvying out credits to people's galactic IDs, and then another orc just grabs Bar by the shoulders, tries to lift them up and fails, so he just sets him back down and keeps cheering.
I just walk over and slap Sullivan on the back. Damn good job there.
Thank you. Reminds me of home.
Same here. I haven't seen a one-punch knockout like that since Grodnat was talking shit about, who was it? Ripjaw's wife? Oh, that was a bad time. There was a spork involved in that.
Oh my.
Yeah, we couldn't get that out of the mess hall forever.
Will he be alright?
Oh, big boy over there? Oh, yeah. We'll get him up. Somebody run to the medical wing and get some smelling salts so we can get him out of the floor.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Thank you, Sullivan.
Alright, I want
Wrong
to
way,
run to
but
the...
yeah, this is the main
What?
hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to run to the med lab.
You walk in, and Kirk, you see him walk in, and his fist is just bloodied.
Oh, God, what happened?
We just had a bit of fun.
Okay. Are you hurt?
No.
Is someone hurt?
A bit.
Is someone hurt?
Wait,
Okay.
what did you need, Grim?
Smelling salts to wake him up.
I need some smelling
Right.
salts to wake a friend up.
Out of character, what the hell are smelling salts?
There's salts that smell.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
little
it.
plastic tube you
You
break.
put it under somebody's nose, and if they're unconscious and able to wake up, they're gonna wake up.
Yep, that shit will just snap you awake.
Unless
Okay,
come.
I assume we have something like that.
Yeah.
Alright,
It seems that, like, that's actually, like, when you open the first aid kit, that's the first thing you see. That's on
Like
top.
it's used so much. Like you fucking killed.
You're cutting out a
We got a
bunch, but I
ship
got
it
what you said.
contained.
There's like a 2-door cabinet over on the side, just filled with fucking little pill bottles.
So, Doc, do you want me just to take it over, or do you want to have a look at him?
I guess I'll come with. I take the sniffing salts.
I'm
Alright.
guessing
Are there
you're-
cameras
Are you
in
gonna
the
bring
bridge?
any other medical supplies with you?
Yeah.
Just
Are there
like,
cameras in the bridge?
My satchel bag.
you look around for cameras. You don't see any.
So like, there's no display showing like cameras in each of the rooms that I could like just be.
Oh,
gonna be like-
oh, I thought you meant like... No. There's no physical cameras in the bridge, but there are screens displaying what's happening in the rooms. Yeah.
So the captain and I are just watching these beat the shit out of each other.
Actually, the captain's been just sort of, chin in her hand, just sort of looking off into the hangar, not really paying attention to anything. Seems like she's
By
just,
the
like, immune to the craziness that would happen in the engine room.
by the time you get back, we've already drawn on his face with Sharpies.
I'm gonna have so
Knobhead.
much fun with this.
Well, there he is, Doc.
Somebody's drawn a curly mustache and a monocle.
You drew an
God.
extension to the mustache he already had.
So what does Kirk see once he walks in?
He walks in and just like he hears just as soon as he grows close to the engine room, you can just hear the cheers and yelling of the orcs. And as he opens the door, it just gets 10 times louder. And on the floor in the middle of this ring of orcs and half-orcs is just this giant man with a bloody nose and quite profane images drawn all over him.
Good lord. What have I got myself into? I walk over and stick the salt under his nose.
You're gonna have to try to push your way through the orcs.
I'm gonna make a path for Kirk.
Alright.
I just want to say,
Follow me.
I want to say, like, these guys on average, and I'm saying on average, are like 6 feet, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm 5'3".
Yeah, the shortest orc there is taller than you.
He's so tiny.
The shortest orc was the one collecting the bets. He has little, like, wire spectacles that are completely bent out of shape. One of the lenses isn't even over his eye.
I love this so much.
All right, I'm just tell Kirk to like follow me. I'm gonna clear a path for him.
So
Yeah,
you don't even have to do anything to clear a path, Sullivan. You just walk forward and they part for you, and then Kirk follows.
He's like Moses.
I show myself as
about
the
to say
dominant. I am the alpha.
Yeah, you claimed alpha position once you beat their beater.
Well, there he is, Doc.
Alright, I stick the salts under his nose, I suppose.
Roll athletics.
What? Oh no!
Little man got crippled.
Little man's fucking dead.
Oh no, Tiny, you better roll well.
2.
Tiny, I don't know, man.
Alright.
Fuck. I'm dead.
He just like snaps awake and a punch just flies right past your head.
Oh.
He's like,
I just land on the ground, land on my ass on the ground.
I put a hand out to help Bull up.
his name was Bar, but it's fine if you
Oh,
forgot.
Bar, sorry.
Let's say you called him Bull anyway. It's like, get up, Bull.
Will, you need a hand.
He's like, and he just grunts and like pushes himself up on his own. And he just sort of shoves past all the other orcs and just leaves through the door.
We all make obscene hand gestures as he leaves. You cannot understand half of them because they're orcish.
Yep.
Grim, originally you were one character, now you are the collective. Just the
I
orc.
have assimilated the engine room.
Grim is the engine room. That is his character.
So, Kirk.
Thanks, Doc.
Right. Is everybody else okay? I'd say looking up around, I cannot see the walls.
It seems that
These
there
orcs
is
are
no
everywhere.
response. They just seem to be paying mostly attention to the door that he left and just like yelling obscene things and obscene gestures.
I bend down to Kirk.
They're fine. Thank you for your help, Doc.
His shadow just looms over you as he bends down.
Okay.
You just look at my eyes just fucking dark and just there's no life.
Okay, well, I'm heading back to the med bay in that case. I'm gonna leave.
The thing is,
Bye, Doc.
Now you're in the center of the orcs, so now you need to make a path again.
Oh god.
All right, well I'm just gonna help him up and then make a path for him.
All right, you lead him through the orcs, and he's able to get out through the door. And you see like a door slam down the hallway as Bar walks into it.
One of the crew dorms, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Alright, I head back to the med lab.
All right. Anything
I think we
else you
should
want
leave
to do
now.
before we leave?
Well, since I'm sorry I'm doing all this stuff about me, but since I missed like the main thing, I kind of want to like get to know everybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
So is there anyone else I haven't talked to yet?
Not
Kate's
really.
character?
I mean, you're in the same room
Technically,
as
you've
Kate's
talked
character.
to Kate's character because you guys share
But
a
not really.
I mean, you share the same room, so you're probably going to talk to her. But you know right now she's in the science lab.
Oh, okay. So should I just let us get off and talk to her later?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'd say probably just get going now.
Yeah.
It'll be like an hour and 45 minutes of just dicking around in a hangar bay.
Okay, come on. The orc engineer kind of assimilation cult was pretty good.
No, yeah, no, I'm
See,
not,
this is
I'm
why
not
we.
saying it was-
The thing is, dicking around is why we play Space Fate.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of
Now we-
scenes like that.
Now we have a warband in the fucking NG room.
Get wastelanded lawed, son. Fucking +2.
I'm gonna make a walk.
A what?
Only if
Wah!
you- A wall.
The more wah you have, the more powerful the orcs is.
All right, so I guess
I will have the biggest wah.
I don't
My
know.
wah's bigger than your wah!
I'm assuming this is a 40K reference that I don't get.
Yes.
Yeah.
Google
All right, let's-
wall one of these days.
Let's just head out then.
All
Yep.
right. It's been about a week, and you hear from the bridge the captain saying, "Everybody on board. We will be departing. We will be leaving the edge of known space from the Vixian star system and heading into the unknown. If you could please, in the engine room, make sure the warp drive is working."
I just lean down, listen to it. It's a low hum. I just take a wrench and smack it.
Roll crafts.
If you roll low, you're gonna break the
Please,
engine
God.
right before we lift off.
Percussive maintenance.
3, 4, 5.
Alright. So you smack it and you hear the exact pitch of the ring you were listening for. And you're like, it's perfect. And actually, whenever you do that, the entire engine room goes silent to listen to that beautiful hum.
You managed to shut a room of orcs up by hitting an engine with a wrench.
They're mechanics.
It's like a breath of fresh air, like, we're ready to rock. I just smacked the intercom button. All clear, Captain!
And you, actually, Nicole, you noticed that the volume on the intercom from the engine room is turned down to, like, near silent.
But it's still super loud.
No, it's, when he yells that, it just sounds like normal volume.
Oh, Captain, it seems the intercom for the engine room is quite low. Should I turn that up a little?
No.
No?
I set the perfect volume, trust me.
Okay. He seemed a little on the quiet side, was why I was asking. I'll leave it, though.
No, that is far from quiet. Seems like she has a little bit of a flashback.
Are you guys ready down there? Ready, Captain! Oh, God!
And she sort of just like, she presses a button on the chair and it like sort of like mechanically slides forward up to the like wheel and like joystick.
Ooh, so
And
fancy.
like console panel and such, and she just like runs a few commands and essentially the launch sequence. And you
Ready
just hear,
to depart.
You hear like the rumbling of the engine starting and the thrusters kicking off. There's a little bit of like, it starts to like, you hear the thrusters go and then she's like, that's fine.
She's like about to call the engineer, she's like, no.
And then you feel the engine you feel the entire ship just sort of like, the like landing gear lift up, and it's sort of, the ship start to hover towards the edge of the hangar bay.
And it's like lopsided on one side, so we're just like hanging on to something. The captain's just, yeah, that'll work itself out.
No, she says, it'll work better in 0G. And as they like slide out of the sort of energy bay, because there's, you know, like the Star Wars style like field
Yeah.
that they fly through, yeah, that. And the ship just slides out of that, and after that, the lopsided ship just suddenly just goes and like lurches back to straight. Everybody has a little bit of a stumble, except for the engineer room. All of them seem pretty used to it.
Grim's been accustomed to it since he set foot on the ship.
Yep. Everybody
This
else
is where
just
I
kinda
live.
stumble.
I got space legs.
And she's like, initiating warp drive in 5, 4, 3.
I find like a
2,
bench and strap myself
1.
to it.
I just grab the engine.
I can imagine Grim like on a table, it's like put one hand.
Actually,
half
you've noticed there are no seats or seatbelts within the engine room. You notice that a couple of them have like bungee cords that they attach themselves to poles with. Or just like a carabiner with like a wire.
This should keep me from flying into the wall.
There's a few thumps in the back of the engine room, but everybody else seems to have secured themselves.
It's like a pile of orcs in the back.
And the usual feeling of a warp drive where your eyes feel like they're flying to the back of your skull. And it sort of lurches to a stop. And just all around is empty space. Well,
Kate, mute yourself, please.
Oh, I thought I was muted.
No.
I'm sorry.
and the captain says over the intercom, well, we have a targeted star system, and Nicole, you see her bring it up on a map that's on both of your screens. There's nothing other than, there's nothing mapped on the star system.
You're still not muted, Kate.
What? Oh my god.
There we go.
There you go. Right.
Okay, yeah, I'll
and
mute
so you
myself.
see on the map that the star is not really, the star map isn't like complete, but there's like the location of where the star is, just not anything about the star. First star system, we will be arriving within the day. Approximately 1 hour until the warp drive recharges, and we will be arriving after one more jump. If you are to unbuckle yourselves or unsecure yourselves, make sure you are ready within the hour. And the comm goes silent.
I like start to get up out of my seat to go do something, and then just sit back down and think better of it.
Same.
Well, boys, mid-flight drink. I'll be right back.
He's just like sprinting up the hall. I hear the thuds, and then okay, yeah, no, I'm getting up. I
just run in and slam my fist on the bar. I need a 24-pack of beer.
Yes, let me get that for you. You are new chief of engineer, yes?
Yes, of course. What's your name?
Mario, come meet new chief of engineer. And you see the other two brothers walk up. You notice the only really way to tell them apart is their size. They seem to be varying in rotundness, some more than others.
You three are brothers.
Do
Marco
they
seems
stand in order so it goes from smallest to biggest?
Actually, the smallest is in the center, and then so that it's
the other two are identical.
Yeah, the other two. So yeah, it's Marco is the smallest. Luca is the second smallest, and then there's Mario, the largest.
Please tell me they tell me their last names.
Yes, we are the Sophia brothers.
Sophia?
Yes, Sophia.
Well, it's wonderful to meet you, Sophia brothers. I am Nix, that's all there is. It's great to meet you.
Yes, this is Marco and Luca. I am Mario.
Reach my hand out and shake them.
And he just does this like two handshake. He grabs your hand and then puts the other hand over the top and just like shakes it sincerely. So you wish to buy the 24 beers?
24.
Yes. Usually the order is larger. Well.
Oh, well, better make that a 36-pack.
36. Ah, yes. A little closer.
Closer.
And he just like reaches under the bar and just sets this big case on the table. Yes, that will be and he just like punches a few numbers in a calculator. 500.
Oof. I
you know
literally
what? You know
shiver
what?
from
For
that.
you're new. I'll give it to you for 450.
I thank you, sir. I reach my arm out to give him my little galactic ID that's on my wrist.
And he just sort of like touches the calculator against it. Seems to double as like a cashier, like a cash.
Boop.
Yeah. Ah, yes. Thank you. Is there anything else the fellas back there need?
Let me think here. You got smokes? I think the boys smoke.
Ah, yes. Again, he reaches under the table. Seems to be close at hand. And just like sets like a whole big, like, it's not just like one pack of cigarettes. It's like a box of a bunch of packs of cigarettes.
Oh, he gives me a carton of smokes?
Yeah.
So, how long did it say till the ship went off again?
An hour.
Okay. I walk to the mess hall at this point.
Now
I've
everybody
been
in
in
here
here.
is watching. Yeah, so he gives you a whole carton. He's like, yes, that'll come out to 1,000.
Oh. Best give me a half carton. I don't have that.
Oh, okay. And he just sort of, he literally just takes like an X-Acto knife and just like slices the packaging and literally gives you half the carton.
Perfect.
500.
Can do.
Can do, buckaroo.
And he just buzzes the calculator cashier thing against you and then just slides it into his pocket. Anything else you could need?
That should do for now. Thank you again. What was their names?
It is Mario,
Sophia Brothers.
Luca, Sophia Brothers, Mario,
The
Luca,
Sophia Brothers.
Mario, Marco.
Tristan, DM.
Yes.
Damn it. DMs, check your DMs.
Yeah.
My DMs.
Now,
Okay.
that's all there is. Seems
If
like
you
a very
could roll
unique
for
name.
that.
Can you shut up?
That's a 3.
3? Grim, roll notice.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Uh-uh.
Oh no.
oh
Jack
no.
dice, right?
No.
What happened?
Well, I'm gonna use a fake coin.
Bug.
Wait, do we get our fate points back since it's been a week?
Fuck!
Yeah, you,
It's
you do
the
get your
same
fate
roll.
points back.
I don't see a thing.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so you don't see a thing. You succeeded in your action, Piney.
Having entered, done my thing, I leave and go back to the med lab.
Wait, what did you? Can I
What
roll
have you
notice?
done to me, little man?
Actually, also, Chris, roll notice.
No,
Oh,
can I
and
roll
Sullivan.
notice as well? Alright, I want to roll notice as well. Oh.
God.
Triple layers.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2.
You both see nothing.
Oh.
Piney rolled a 3.
What? I know.
Anyway,
You
yeah.
better not have painted this,
So that's what happens.
the blunts.
Anything else you guys want to do? It's been about 10
I'm
minutes.
going to grab my shit and prepare to leave.
Alright, so I'm guessing you're going back to
Hey,
the
whoa,
engine room.
fuck off, motherfucker!
Well, not that fast. I was grabbing my stuff, and then I turn and I see these two.
Okay.
Heckle and Jekyll.
What a fight.
Train.
Which one's which?
I'll leave that to the imagination.
Jekyll my hackle. Anyway, so you see these two.
Oh! Afternoon. How are you two?
Could be
I'm
better.
doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I hope your day gets better, and you keep having a good day.
Thank you kindly. Next.
If you excuse me, I got some thirsty boys.
Can I,
Please
take,
never say that again.
can I take one of the cigarettes out of the
Thank
pack that he has
God.
just while he's walking?
Are you trying to do this stealthily?
No,
You could just ask for a pack.
I just want one.
Are you
Just
gonna
a
ask or are you
cigarette?
just taking?
I was gonna ask after.
Alright, you just like take a cigarette out and then ask. What are you gonna say?
You mind if I take this?
It's not a bother if I have this, is it?
Oh, not at all.
Thank you kindly, Mr. That's all there is.
I chuckle in game too. And I smile and I scootaloo out the fucking door.
Alright, now it's just Crane and Nicole in the room. Oh, and the Sophia brothers. They're all just sitting at the bar, just staring at you with huge smiles on their face.
What are you getting, Nicole?
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure what they have, and not exactly sure if having some food or drink just before a warp is the best idea, but I think maybe just give me something alcoholic, Chef.
What are you looking for?
Just something to drink while we're settled.
He just reaches over you and slams down the Orc brand beer that Grim just bought.
Right, I'm back.
I honestly just, like, my head goes back a bit, and I just smile. I'm like, there's gonna be some getting used to here. How much will that be?
Wait, 15 credits.
I just tap my thing on it, the thingy.
There you go. And then he just, like, uses one finger to just pop off the bottle cap. With surprisingly muscular hands. And hands you the beer with, the little bit of froth coming out. Are you messaging me or something?
No. And I just kind of take a step to the side and motion Sullivan to go get whatever he's gonna.
Okay, do you sell, Scorpion Gin?
Let me check.
I turned to Nicole. Used to have it back in my home. We'd hunt scorpions and then use their venom for a gin.
It seems quite like a style thing. I haven't heard of it in all my.
And Marco brings out this dusty bottle, and it's just got like a hand-drawn label.
Scorpion?
Yeah, like it's a crudely drawn scorpion with just the words in crude handwriting, Scorpion Gin. And it's all dusty, and it just has a cork in the top.
Just like Paul used to make. I just want a shot.
And he's like, "Whoa, this is rare stuff. Don't get it much around here, so that's gonna be quite a bit of money. You've got 100?
For a shot?
Yes, we don't have access to scorpions around here, unfortunately."
Well, I believe we are going exploring, and we could just by chance come across a place with scorpions. I'm sure
Yeah,
you
but
could be reimbursed.
how do you know scorpions that we find can make good gin? Do you not understand the art of alcohol making? It is a fine process. Use the wrong ingredients and it will be terrible.
No, I'm not into moonshining myself, but I am familiar with mixing ingredients, and I know that the different flavors are just for an addition. The baseline ingredient is all it takes to make it proper.
Yes, yes, but how do you know the scorpions we find won't literally kill someone?
We used to use gigantic radiated scorpions and it tasted fine.
Isn't the
For
fun
you it might be fine!
the fun in experimenting is what the repercussions will deliver, is it not?
Oh, you are all so crazy. Fine, if you
just-
want me to drop the price, 75.
Alright then. Can I just pay it then?
He just clicks the cashier calculator thing against your Galactic ID.
Alright, I just want to lift up my gas mask, and you see like my chin and lips are really burnt, and then across my chin it says, it's written, it's like carved 2347. I just want to take the shot, then put the gas mask back on, then place it back on the table. Thanks.
Well, I've seen enough for today. And the Sophia brothers said, like, you guys should probably go sit down somewhere. We're going to warp in about 30 minutes.
Right, sorry. Thanks for the drink.
No problem, scary man.
I'm sure we will be having our fair share of moments. It'll be nice getting to know you more. And I just turn and leave.
You cut out. What'd you say?
Fuck!
What did you say?
I said I'm assuming we'll be having our fair share of moment in the kitchen. I swear to God. And I just said I'm looking forward to getting to know people better, and then left.
Oh, okay. I just want to go back to where was I sitting? Just in the dorm?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I was gonna go back to the dorm then. Alright.
Anyway, so
See ya.
Grim has arrived with his supplies, and the orcs don't waste any time getting that from him. They just start
Soon as
cheering,
they
and they're like, "Yeah, boss!" And then they just like each grab one, and they just start. No, just like a couple guys crowd around you, then just grab one at a time and just like pass them between each other. Some people sharing the same beer.
Now that's what I call cooperation.
Seems like a well-oiled machine when it comes to beer distribution.
Distribution.
I'm not.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna fix that.
It's okay. Well, boys, the bad news is I only got a half carton of smokes, but we'll make do.
Yep. They managed to. You only go through like a quarter of what would be a full carton, so like half that, half of what you bought.
Oh, good.
And everyone has a cig, a fag.
I throw the rest of the smokes in a drawer, and I grab a beer. God, I hope this doesn't taste like moose piss.
It's orc brand, so it's gonna.
Oh, perfect. I drag off my pen, and I have a good swig of the cold one.
It's. You notice the brand is Good Beer, G-U-D.
As it should be.
To you, it tastes like heaven. To Nicole, it's strong. It's a very heavy
This is
beer.
wrong.
I just take a sip and then like stop and look at it for a second.
You read the label, G-U-D, beer. Seems they didn't misspell beer, but...
At least they know what's important.
Chris, what you did there is something I've done in real life a few times.
I've been waiting to do it this whole... My mic fucking cut out again! I've been waiting to do it the whole time, since you said it the first... Like, since we all met in the hangar bay, I wanted it so bad.
Soon as I take a sip of something, I always like, what the fuck did I just drink?
Yeah, that's me a lot.
Was it good? Was it bad? We gotta try it again.
Yeah, that's what you feel like.
Might as well take another
I'm not
sip.
quite sure how to feel about this beer. Actually, Grim, this is a beer that you're used to drinking. This
Life
is like
is
one of the
good.
top beers that sells to orcs.
It's made from anger and your enemy's tears.
And what did you say it tastes like to like everybody else? Or to
It's
Chris?
strong.
Oh,
That's the
Strong and heavy.
Like drinking a loaf of rocks.
No, so you know those like Popeye's biscuits?
yeah.
It's like having that with water.
So would it taste good? So it would taste good to Sullivan then?
I mean, you haven't had it yet.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, 10-second warning. We'll be heading out soon. Make sure yourselves are secured.
I just lay on the floor with my feet about a foot away from the wall.
Alright.
3. I strap myself down in a chair and I'm just like, God, this tastes awful as I dump out the rest of the beer.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that, yeah, you had the beer.
Oh, that's what it did.
Nice.
Piney, are you questioning the chefs at this point?
Just not my
I
brand.
can do that. This is not my brand. Ooh.
Anyway, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
As just the ship
Board.
lurches into hyperspace.
and the force of the ship causes me to stand like Jesus.
Yeah. That's essentially what happens. You're essentially
Just standing
standing
with
on
one
the
hand
wall.
on my hip and my beer in my hand as I just rise from the ground.
Fun.
God.
Well, it lurches to a stop, and you arrive in the unknown star system.
Well, boys, maintain the ship. I got a captain to talk to.
They're like, "Aye, sir." As most of them take another big swig of their beer. And
I head up to the engine.
the people in the
I mean,
bridge,
the bridge as well.
you now see in front of you a white star with several orbitals around it. The ones most of them seem to be just barren rocks, and there's actually one gas giant. But the one that catches your interest is a faint light in the distance, seeming to be on the other side of the star.
A satellite?
Yeah, Nicole, your readings are telling you it seems to be some sort of technological station. Am I getting messages? Is somebody specifically messaging me?
No.
No.
Tech station? This far into the unknown?
It seems
Little
to
odd.
it seems to be giving out frequencies that don't match anything you've ever seen.
What is it?
It's some sort of technological area, but something like that this far into the unknown seems unlikely. It's giving off readings, but they don't match anything. Anything that, to this date through history that has been marked down, they match nothing.
Unknown alien space station, maybe? Let's find out.
Let's blow it up.
The captain just
I'm
like
getting-
shifts the ship into like a higher gear, and just like the ship lurches forward.
This is out of character, but I'm getting really Borgy vibes from this. You know what I mean?
Borgy?
Yeah, Borg.
Yeah, orgy?
Will be assimilated.
You will be assimilated. You know, like deep in space, it's just like a giant cube.
Everybody's
If
covered
it's a
in
reference,
robot
I'm not getting it.
parts.
Sorry.
Star
Trek.
Trek, the Borg.
Yep. Didn't watch Star Trek. Have yet to see a Star Trek movie or episode or anything.
Shun him.
Well
Shun.
then. And you say you like sci-fi.
Star Wars is better.
Star Wars is for fuck boys.
Star Wars is
none of it
sci-fi
is fun.
fantasy. Sci-fi science fiction is Star Trek.
Yep.
Alright,
Hey,
I like them both.
that's pretty good.
I do too. Now,
Anyway, the ship
back to
lurches
the game.
forward as you zoom past all these other planets and stars. And you get closer, and damn it, I didn't spend time beforehand getting a picture. Well,
Shun him again.
Well, while he gets a picture, I guess, if you guys had to talk to people about shit, just do it.
yeah, if you have to talk to anyone. You can talk to
Captain,
me
can
still,
we get
while-
lower prices on alcohol for the love of God?
Yeah, I went to one shot and they made me pay over 100 credits.
And not to mention, good God, the brands here are disgusting.
Which one did you take?
Yeah, I didn't see you come in and order anything.
I came in later. I got the same thing I think you guys had before.
And how much did it cost you?
Like 100 credits for a can.
For a can.
The barkeeps must have ripped you off. My can was just a mere 15 credits.
It was a bottle, but yeah.
Whatever.
They made me pay 100 for a shot, Captain. A shot.
It's
Now,
outrageous.
you see, guys, we've got to keep a stable economy here. Of course, there's the cheapest you can get here, which is the 15 credits. If you want something special, you have to pay more.
And
Alcohol
it's-
is expensive anywhere you go. Especially
Scorpion gin shouldn't be that expensive. It was the cheapest shit on Earth.
Earth.
Ah.
What?
That's where I was born.
You don't see many coming from there anymore.
It's a
They
wasteland.
seem to be extinct many years.
I thought it was an uninhabitable mud ball.
It has
Well.
been for centuries.
It isn't. There's some scavengers there still. Well, there were scavengers there. They've been dead for a while now. Besides the point, Scorpion Gin was cheap and easy to make. It should not be 100 credits for a shot.
Alright. I get what you're saying. But you have to realize we don't have easy access to the suppliers where we're going. We have to make it expensive.
Captain, we have a trained and intimidating crew. We could muscle our way into more supplies, and I could make proper markdowns that wouldn't bankrupt us, but also would benefit the crew to having cheaper access.
Well, so what you're saying is you'd reduce the prices?
I would properly reduce the prices to fit the payroll better, so that we're not paying $100 credits for a mere glass or something even. And I could also organize, say, a caravan or a trade ship. I could organize something of not fully legal, but we would be getting supplies. I don't see an issue.
Well, if you talk with the cooks, and you talk with the Iliad family to transport the trades here through the warp gate, I do not see a problem.
I spent my whole first month's pay on smokes and beer.
You see,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Is food free at least?
yes,
Is water free?
food is free.
Oh,
Water
thank
is
God I
free.
won't starve.
Your basic necessities are free. I do not
Oh,
see
then I'm
alcohol as a basic necessity.
Gotta keep my boys happy.
Yes, that's why we price your favorite drink the lowest we could.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Do people honestly think Earth's a wasteland?
It's been in textbooks
I
for
heard,
years
yes.
as a wasteland.
Yeah, I
It's-
thought it was uninhabitable.
From at least from my planet's standpoint, it is a third grade level to learn that about the mud ball.
That's strange.
Well, that's the picture of what the space station looks like.
Oh, we're gonna die.
You seem to be in a... It's farther away from the sun, so it seems to be like this planet that it's orbiting is a giant ice ball.
Can we get a frequency to try to make communication with that ring ship thing?
I might need our coveted scientist as well as to rig up a
As
new
well as
radio matching, as well as our coveted engineer.
Well, they're
Uh,
both here.
Rig up is why I'm saying I might need their help.
Uh,
But I need a radio made to match this frequency, as it is completely unknown to any of our tech. And I just like take a piece of paper and just hold my hand out with it.
Momo takes it. Oh, wow! Yes, of course. I'll build it. Right away. Absolutely. I
you
will,
seem really happy.
I like to build things. It's kind of a hobby.
And now your job. So, get on it.
Immediately leaves to go build this radio.
I'm gonna follow her.
You're gonna follow her?
I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, I got nothing better to do.
Alright, roll crafts.
Alright.
Anyway, the rest... Tell me you're rolling a bit. The rest of... you are now staring at this ring space station. There are many lights. It's rather large, like, if you can see how big the ship is with the 10-meter scale sort of thing.
You
And
can
then
use a
if you
fate
look at
point.
the picture I sent, that's your ship relative in size.
Fate
Although
point.
it's a little farther away, so if you judge that and discern how large.
I'm using a
this thing
fate
is.
point to reroll.
Okay.
So
So
I got a fate point to reroll.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So I
get me
got
a
a
drink. I'll be
shitty
right
roll.
back.
So
I got an
yeah.
even worse roll.
Jeez. Roll somebody
I got a
else's
0.
dice.
Zero's not
Whittles.
too bad.
It's not terrible. You didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, you didn't blow
I'm
up the
gonna
ship.
use a fate point to re-roll again, so 2 fate
Okay.
points. I'm not gonna roll my dice, because my dice are obviously rigged. Gosh.
4 minuses this time. Oh no.
I got a 3!
Alright, you successfully put together this radio. Basically, you took a pre-existing radio, opened it up, and just redid some programming.
Which wasn't too hard, I'd say.
Yeah, it
I'd
wasn't
say
too
so.
difficult. And actually, as soon as you turn it on, you start hearing just like crackling, and it's sort of like the static of, you know, feedback sort of static, and just like guttural grunts, and occasional like a high-pitched squeak. Seems to be coming from. It seems to be a repeating signal.
Well, it has some sort of pattern, but it doesn't sound legible by
Is
the
it-
normal standards of communication.
Is it
It-
Morse code?
Sound like
Judging by both of
Morse
your
code
knowledge,
itself has a distinct sort of.
this seems more like, if you had to guess, some sort of bestial language.
Oh.
The language itself seems primitive, but it seems like it's on a repeat sort of system. I don't think it's Morse, because Morse would sound more, kind of beepy, or is a less technical term. But it does sound primitive, to say the least.
And
Well-
actually, as you approach closer to the space station, you realize there's like an entire section that is just like ripped apart, and like that you can see inside, and there's just like, it's basically one side of the space station is like completely dark in terms of electricity and light, and also it's like there's a lot of damage to it.
I,
Can we head back with the radio?
Yeah.
I was just about to like buzz down on the intercom and ask how it.
Well, looks like it's abandoned.
Did I
Only
build the
half.
radio for nothing?
You s-
No. Is anything coming through?
Yes, what's coming through is a sort of repeating pattern, but it doesn't sound very...
Do I know
It
anything
sounds
about
very
Kristen?
primitive.
Here,
Well,
give
oh.
me a listen.
And
I know what it is.
Momo hands her the radio.
It might be a distress signal from this primitive language on repeat. This
Do I
station
know
might have
anything
sent
about it?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
You can roll lore with your stunt.
This station might have sent it out before whatever this happened to it. But that's only a guess.
Well, I'm gonna fate point that. That's worth a fate point.
Yeah, that is 3 minuses.
What do you think,
That's
Doc?
better. That's a 6.
All right.
Um,
Nicole, you realize you recognize actually one of the words that's coming through. It seems that the last high-pitched noise is a bestial language. It's from, you can't quite remember, like it seems like it's a language that's used often between different bestial races. There's no clear, like, it's not a clear language that you could like place on what kind of person is using it to speak, or what kind of race is using it, but you can recognize the last final word that's the high-pitched squeak before it repeats, which is help.
So, what's it say, Nicole?
I can't quite make out the gist of it. Final squeak is definitely a distressed cry for help,
So it is a distress signal.
and it is currently ongoing, and I'm not sure how long it has been. But judging by the lights on the southern half of the station there, I believe there still might be people who could be saved.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
We better get to it right away. Should who should go out and say,
I'm going to stay here. I will monitor.
Dibs on going.
I'll be going as well.
I feel obligated to go to keep you guys alive, but please
Also,
protect me.
if we find anyone, you will need your help, Doc. There might be some injured people on that ship.
Right.
Mm.
I'll get my things ready.
I'm
Of
not
course.
sure if I could do anything, but I'd be happy to lend an extra hand. I could.
You might be able to help us get through doors and such with your technical know-how.
Oh, you're right, of course. I will come for that reason.
Captain.
I don't know much about electronics. I just know how to strategize.
Quinn,
I'm going to
would
see if I can get the engine going.
Would you prefer
Roommate friend,
I
that seems like-
accompany them?
A very good skill to
Sorry,
have.
what were you saying to me, Chris?
Would you prefer that I accompany them?
No, your knowledge. We should be able to keep in contact if. And she sort of presses, like, opens a compartment and just divvies out 3 radios. If you ever she hands one to Grim and one to Sullivan. Oh, no, one to Grim and one to Momo, and then the third one to Nicole. These should help you keep in contact within approximately 2,000-kilometer radius.
I just
I
want.
don't get one.
No, there's only 3.
Oh,
Oh, and one more thing. Since I'm not going, and I just reach into a pretty high-tech camera. If one of you could document for me.
Oh,
I'll
me,
take
me.
it.
I'll take it.
Now you have to pick. Who are you giving it to, the doctor or the scientist?
I could always carry it if you need it.
Well, Kirk, you said your name was?
Yes.
At what institute did you study for your medical?
I was never actually.
Okay. And Momo, where did you study for your scientific knowledge?
Excuse me, I need to go to the.
Shit. I don't know any Quarian kind of institutions or names.
I don't either. but
Just make
so-
it up.
Do you rhyme off a school or not?
Yes, I rattle off some really prestigious engineering school.
Ah, I've heard of that. I've heard it's quite the entry fee to get in.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
well-
prestigious summer running school.
I graduated early.
I would have graduated early, but I went back to take an extra major. Here, you take this. I believe it would be better off with you having the engineering knowledge.
Well, that sounds great. I'll take it.
Alright, so you hand her the camera.
Momo straps it on.
I'm gonna go get the Thanos. And anyone has a weapon, I'd bring it. Just want to be safe.
Already ready.
I'll run back and get my Bayard.
Question: how the hell do we get out of this ship anyway? I missed that part of the tour. Oh, I
It's in
forgot.
I believe it is in the cargo bay, or there is the board. You could exit through the boarding, I presume.
I'm going, and the captain says, I'm going to attempt to maneuver to dock with a stable portion of the station. You should be able to exit through the boarding area if I do that.
Alrighty. I will be at the airlock.
And Kirk, I believe you were trying, but failing at saying you needed to retrieve something from.
Yes. I'll be right back. I just scurry on out.
Huh.
Alright.
I don't believe referring to him as doctor be appropriate.
Why's that?
He hasn't gone to school. I'm more qualified of a doctor.
Well, he wants to help people. And he has the know-how. So, I'm gonna call him Doc.
Yes, I agree with Mr. Mr. Crane. A
Opinion.
doctor is someone who heals, and if he can heal, I'll call him a doctor.
We had doctors where I was born. And they did not have a medical degree. Please so call him Doctor.
Understandable. I will.
So I'm gonna assume everyone got ready.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Yep.
already ready.
I'm bringing like
First
the
aid
little
stuff.
cryo thing, basic like medical kit, and the Ripper.
Wait,
Okay.
cryo thing? Like May?
I have like a little cryo machine that can temporarily put small things on cryostasis,
Mm,
like a severed limb or something.
nice.
Bag for carrying supplies. Like if he finds something that is particularly interesting or like something broken, he'll probably stuff it into his bag so he can fix it or tech it out, or And then he also has his cool ass Bayard.
Yep. Not quite sure what that is, but I know it's a sword and an assault rifle, so that's good.
Let me.
It's
Give me
from
a minute.
Voltron.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
It's gonna wash it.
Don't question it.
I go to the captain and ask, do we have any ballistic armor on this vessel?
Ballistic armor.
Or anything like that?
Well, if you head to the engine room, they probably have something scrapped together back there.
Well, I guess I'll go there.
And you head to the engine room. There's a bunch of orcs still sort of just like messing around. They're like, hey Squirt,
on
what
the
do you
door
need?
Hey guys. The captain told me you guys might have some sort of armor.
Ah, heading out there. And they just like
Yes.
they just like walk up to a wall and they just take off this big plate armor, and it's basically two metal plates with somewhat of a curved fashion, just tied together by two ropes. And then he just like sets it over you, and yeah, the ropes are too far apart to fit on your shoulders, so it just like falls to the ground. That might need some modifying. Here, give me a second. And he just like rips the ropes out, and then just like takes he basically takes like a laser drill and just like drills two holes in it, and then he just takes a laser cutter and cuts it smaller, and then he just ties the ropes back in. There's now 2 knots on the rope, and then he just sets it back on your shoulders. There, that'll do it.
Thanks.
No problem, Squirt. And he slaps his hand on your shoulder, and you really
I
feel
almost
the pain.
topple over.
Yeah.
Roll physique.
Also, you now have steel armor, so that's you're resistant to. You have resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning. Basically,
Does
any
it slow
physical
him down?
damage. And then it's got a durability of 10, so keep track of that. Keep track of the 10
Okay.
durability, and the side effect is you have a -1 to athletics.
That's fine. Now, is it straight up just like 2 plates with string?
Yep.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping it'd be a little bit better, but alright.
You're asking some orcs.
I am. I just make my way down the hall. Clunk, 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 clunk. I want to find Momo.
Momo's at the bay waiting. It seems they have.
Yep.
It seems the captain has pulled the ship into maneuver, and the docking bay is connected.
Kirk.
Hi.
Nice armor.
Thanks. Hey Momo, after we're done with all this,
Yes?
assuming that we get out of here, I have a couple favors to ask. But
Of course. Well,
Nothing much.
what do you need?
Possibly some sort of actual armor. Like shields.
An energy.
I can
shield.
do that.
Yeah.
Not
And-
super sure about building armor. It's not my forte per se. That's more
That
of a
would be me.
Oh.
yeah.
Well, I
That's
meant
more
more like
Mechanical
the,
engineer,
like the energy shield.
electronical engineer.
Yes, I can completely build energy shields. Energy
Well,
weapons are my specialty.
That's what I was talking about. Energy shield.
Oh,
That's what I
right.
meant.
I thought you meant physical armor, but yes, I can provide you with energy shields. It might take a little time, but pleasure. I would. Yes.
Okay. And also there would be something else, but that can be for a later date.
What exactly? What is there?
We'll talk about it later.
Guys,
Okay.
What?
you may want to ask if we're ready. I don't have an intercom to ask, remember?
I'm ready.
I got this. Captain, are we ready?
You're actually talking to Nicole, but yes.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, Captain.
you guys seem to be ready.
Aye.
So Nicole, you get a message
Yep.
across the walkie-talkie, basically saying, "Are we ready to go?"
Chris is
Over.
gone.
Are we ready?
Chris is gone.
Over.
Yeah, he went to the washroom.
Oh well, let's just assume he says, "Yeah, you're ready to go."
Did
And
you
then
just say
presses-
the washroom, Piney?
Yeah, well, that's what he said. The washroom. He's from freaking Canada.
Oh.
They don't call it the old shitting house.
I'll call it the rest.
They don't call it the porcelain throne.
My Oval Office.
The shit room.
Dropping the Cosby kids off at the pool.
Oh.
Just a question. Just a question. How late can you guys go? Because I don't want to start something and then have us cut off
I
in
have
the
to
middle of
leave, I
it.
have to leave at 10 because it's my bedtime.
I could probably
I thi-
go to like 10:30, 11.
I actually have to get off like,
but
in like
the
a
only
minute.
thing is, I have to clean up. I probably have to go to about 10:30, mainly because I have to clean up all this pumpkin that I'm carving.
Actually, I have to get off right now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because this is a good ending spot. You guys walking into the
Okay.
space station.
All right.
And then it's John Carpenter's The Thing. Oh God, my eyes.
Yep.
By the way, Whittle,
Hmm.
your costume is looking awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
I'm vigorously continue. So Mary Rose came over today, and we carved pumpkins. So she made the D&D one. I made the Voltron one. My brother did Alphonse from Full Metal Alchemist. It's gonna be really
nice.
cool.
That's what
Nice.
that was. That's what I saw. Okay.
Halloween, and there's also another one that was really, really tiny. That is just it's a it's a pumpkin with a really, really tiny face, and you'll be able to see it in the dark, and it'll look pretty funny.
Cool.
I think really extra with Halloween. Because this is my favorite holiday of the year.
Freaking extra.
This is my last
I'm-
Halloween, so I went full out with the costume.
Yeah, no, I'm. This isn't my last Halloween, but I just love being extra. So I'm.
Wait, why is this your last Halloween? Are you dying?
And dressing up.
You could dress up as an adult. You
And
high?
trick or treating, you fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm throwing a trick or treating party, at my
Yeah,
house, and
I'm still gonna dress up, but I'm not gonna go trick or treating after.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you could just go to parties then.
Yeah,
What
I mean,
you-
I don't have any friends with who want to throw parties, but
Hmm.
my friends' parties are playing video games for an entire night.
it's fair.
Sounds like a good party to me.
When I go to college,
It
I'm
is.
never gonna throw one party except for Halloween. Halloween is the only time I will ever throw a party.
Halloween orgy, get in costume,
That
and fuck
reminds me, the other night, last night, my sister went to a college Halloween party.
Would you go as?
How was that?
Well, she was the designated driver, so she said it wasn't very fun.
That's usually how it is.
You should go in a like a black morph suit and then draw like an ape's face on it.
Okay, that's a very creepy thing to go as.
Have you never seen that from Oni Place where like he was like dressed up as like he was in a black morph suit with like giant boots and it was like ape face drawn on it and this giant black guy walked up to him and was like, "The fuck you supposed to be?" And it's like a silverback gorilla and it's like cool. Walks away.
Alright, I'm gonna head off.
Yes,
Bye, Piney.
Bye.
Good night, had a lot of fun. Freaking
Alright.
love the orcs. I love the orcs so much.
I think
I
we
do
all
too.
love the orcs. Let's be honest here.
The
We're
orcs
making a
like
war.
the-
Best.
Alright, see ya.
Ladies, happy night.
Wait, are we doing this again at some other time?
Of course.
Next
Well,
weekend.
this is our
hopefully.
main.
It's our main
Last
companion.
time
Right.
ever doing Space
When are we-
Fate. Goodbye.
What are we doing it next? Is what I meant, I guess.
Oh, Saturday maybe.
Depends on what works best for people. For example, like when's
I
Grim's
am
working or
available
whatever.
all weekend as usual,
Same.
and pretty much actually every day of the week.
I'm not. Don't we have Friday off?
Oh yeah, we do.
We
School-wise,
do have
we have
Friday off.
The only
Holy
thing
shit,
is,
that's right.
So Friday would be
the problem
great.
with Friday is that I have what's called Cyber Patriot. It's a military thing.
You're a little bitch.
Pioneer.
Oh.
Good enough. See ya.
Alright.
Okay.
See ya.
We'll figure out a time. Just I'll say a time, and then whoever can't make that time will adjust.
Tristan, is
Yeah?
it just you?
What?
No, I'm here. Hello.
Okay. Hi. I'm really hyped about me and Whittle's character because of what I PM'd you about.
Yep, that's gonna be interesting.
Did Whittle tell you about their character?
Yeah, I have a full, like, huge 3-paragraph essay.
Yep. Character's parents worked for that particular organization. My character had Momo has zero idea of what that, other than collecting crystals. Momo has no information whatsoever.
About the company, or about what happened?
Yeah, about the
with-
company itself.
But does she, do they know about the...
No,
like,
it's he.
what's-
It's he. Don't worry. I
He?
just have
Okay.
a really feminine voice, so that whenever I speak, it's like, oh, I'm so excited. But yeah.
Do they, does he, does he have, any knowledge of what Sullivan did?
From Momo's knowledge, the entire explosion was a complete accident. Everybody's like, oh, it's the mysterious raincoat man. But Momo's like, that's not physically possible. You would have need, a year of planning to pull off something that grand scale, It really doesn't seem physically possible, for, somebody to do that.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
to pull...
So, like, you've heard about it, and you've heard the rumors, but you're in disbelief.
Yeah. Yep.
And so far, you've come no connection between Sullivan Crane, the guy you've met on the ship,
Nope.
and and what happened.
I feel like make the connection. Sullivan would make the connection first, because Momo might drop like, oh yeah, my parents worked for Crystal Corp or something, and then Momo, and then he would be like, oh shit, I killed pretty much everybody that worked for Crystal Corp.
We're missing 2 people.
We're
What?
done.
We're done.
Oh, we're done?
We're done.
Wait, what? What's going on?
We finished.
I know, but I'm hearing message. Oh yeah, okay.
So you're still okay with, like, Chris and Grim hearing all this?
What?
I
I
was
mean-
wondering that.
I
Hang
don't
on,
really
hold on,
mind.
Back up. What
They
was
would
going
know
on?
either in character, so it's not like, I don't know.
The connection between Nathaniel's and Kate's character.
Yes, should we hear this? I'm not sure.
It seems like she doesn't care, and I don't really care either. As long as you don't metagame, which I don't think you guys would at this point.
No,
Well, I don't think
usually
they would
do.
know at all, period.
No, I mean, like,
In
out of character they might know,
Or-
but, like, in game, by
Well, I mean,
metagame
yeah.
I mean them using their out of game
No, I know.
knowledge to, yeah.
I don't think their characters would know, so it's not like they
Yeah,
have an
that-
opportunity to bring it up.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, they might know what Crystal Corp is.
Yeah, I feel
Chris
like
would definitely know,
Yeah.
because he
Chris
knows
know.
everything.
oh, okay.
Mr. +5 in lore.
Alrighty. Betty
This
Belly
D&D
time for me.
pumpkin is looking hella.
Nice.
I'm rather pleased.
So
Ours
glad
did
Parker
most
could
of the
make
work,
it.
but I've
Yeah.
been carving it out. It's seeable through candlelight.
I don't have the patience for it.
I'd like to say that too, but I mean, I don't have the patience for a lot of things, but pumpkin carving is just, I just love Halloween. You know, something about dressing up, which is basically like cosplaying, and getting free candy for it. It's pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's one of the best things.
I love cosplays. I pull off a really good Steven Universe because I can play the ukulele, and I have that kind of Steven Universe charm. People are like, "Oh, that's so cool." I pull off a really good Homestuck car cat, which you probably guys don't know what that is, but I pull it off really well.
I do, but I don't. I am familiar. That's about it.
I pull off. See, I can pull off a really friendly, you know, "Oh, hi, I'm Steven" character, and I can pull off a really good, like, "I fucking want to kill you all, you asshats." People like that.
Ah.
I got real diversity.
I feel like Grim can play really good Grim-like characters.
Yeah.
With the whole, like, I set up traps, trigger traps with shotguns. Or...
I could
Grim's characters-
cosplay Roadhog.
Grim's characters are always
if you cosplay Roadhog, can I please go as Junkrat? I need an excuse to go as Junkrat with somebody. Things that solve every problem. Money and explosives. I got an idea. I love Junkrat. Alright, so we're gonna go over the plan one more time, so you don't screw it all up. And I could also pull off a really good diva. To pull it off a diva, but I feel like I could do a really good diva. Here comes a new challenger. Are you even trying?
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna go. Cause I'm gonna
Hold
Oh no.
Wait, is
I gotta
there
tell you
Did I
something.
scare
one
you?
last thing?
Did I scare you off?
No. It's bedtime for most of us. But Tristan.
Hmm?
Need you to Wikipedia search what a WOG is.
Well, I saw the video. I didn't watch it
Oh.
yet.
It doesn't do it
Did you see the
justice,
video
it
I
gives you
sent
the
you?
sound. Which one of us?
I sent Tristan a video.
Ah.
So you can understand what
Wikipedia
the
that
energy
is.
weapon is.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Yo, I started at the
Oh,
40.
that? So
40.
it turns into both a sword and a rifle?
Yeah.
Neat. Alright, that's all I wanted to tell you. Y'all have a good night.
Okay.
That's kind of the basic function of the weapon. It is Voltron inspired because I'm trash.
Nah.
But other than that, I really do think that the concept of the weapon is really cool.
Yeah, I still have to watch Voltron.
It's so good. Have you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Of course, I watched it when I was a kid, when I was on the TV, but...
Yeah, it's made by the same people who made that. They are really, really fucking tastic.
Well, anyway, I do have to go.
Alright. I'll see you later.
See ya.
Beast too.